Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Uh, Today we are going to talk about the coronavirus because it is spreading worldwide and people are panic about it. Right now there are total confirmed cases almost 87,000 and around 30,000 deaths have been reported, and among them like 43 deaths are in the Iran and almost 2,500 deaths are in mainland China in their Hubei province, and then the second leading is Iran, and then third is Italy, and now South Korea is also getting a very bad situation. So, what is the coronavirus actually? The coronavirus, according to the research published in the Chinese by Chinese Academy of Sciences, um, these are the different viruses actually present in the bats and also some other animals, especially in form of the camels. So this is not like a new virus or the human-made virus. It is a naturally existing virus, and they are usually present in the different animals. So there are a lot of the actual diseases. We call them the zoonotic diseases, like those diseases which transfer from the human to the or from animal to the human. We call them the zoonotic diseases. So actually, SARS, influenza virus, H1 swine flu virus, and then the MERS, they were actually the zoonotic diseases, and even HIV/AIDS. So this coronavirus actually is found in the different bats, and especially those bats which are present in the China and Indonesian regions. So those Chinese Academy of Science papers said even they put that what type of virus are present in those bats and which they can transfer to the humans or not. So but no one care about that research, and now suddenly it's came and it's creating a big panic for everyone. So actually, if we go on the its structure of the coronavirus, so all viruses actually we can call them also live, because they have the genetic material, or we can call also they are like the we treat them as a non-living thing, also non-living entity, because they can also form the crystals like powders. So actually this coronavirus name given corona due to because they have a capsid structure which look like the crown. So it is a coronavirus, and they give him no special name like it is the COVID-19, since it's like established or isolated in late 2019. So that's why they give it special name for its recognition. And when they study its genetic material, so almost 92% of the this genetic material is similar with the previously MERS and the SARS coronavirus, and only 7% genome is different. And still the researchers are finding like how this virus is like transfer from the bats to the human. So which is the middle animal, like the vector, like in case of the MERS it was spread through the camel, and before that the SARS were the cute cats. So right now there are some suspect about the different animals which are the popular and they use as a wild animal for meat in China. Some are saying about some penguin, and others are talking about some like the cobra or those special snakes, those material meat which is famous in China. So anyway, this virus also use the same receptor site to bind on the human cells which are used by the previously MERS virus or the SARS virus. So how we can prevent through this coronavirus, or what are the treatment, or what we need to feel, because this is the RNA virus. So all those RNA virus like during HCV or HIV/AIDS, these viruses have the ability to change their genome rapidly. So that why there is no special like the medicines for them. Like if you develop any medicine, next day they will come with a new genetic material. Actually, uh, recently they found that there was one patient who was found like after treatment they found him the negative, but after 15 days the virus came again. So it's mean either he got exposure to the some new type of the genotype of the virus, or the its pre-existing virus change its genome and it's appear again. So these RNA viruses have the ability to change their genetic material very fast. So and treating them is very like the difficult job. So right now there is no proper, or the you can say the identified medicine for it. But those medicine which are used against the SARS or the MERS treatment, they are people are using those as a remediant, and the other medicine which can boost the immune system. So the main thing to this virus can be the lethal if someone body immune system is not good, especially those patients which are the immunocompromised or have the diabetic, or their immune system is already is not on the proper place. So those people have the more risk to get severe effect from it. So those people who are the healthy, they can be treated with the normal, like those antiviral drugs in combination with some immune therapeutics. So uh, because it is the viral disease, so if you use any antibiotic against it will be not helpful. So even those viral disease antiviral drugs which are used for the common flu, they are also not effective. So it's need a proper, like the combined therapy with the proper medicines, and then the proper care. So, how many chances that one can get the coronavirus if you don't have the visited any mainland like China, or right now in Korea or Iran or Italy, then you have the least chance of to be get affected from it. But if you meet or if you visited those places directly, or meet with any person who is come from those areas, then there are chances that you can be affected through those viruses. So if you don't have any of those possibilities, so if you have normal flu or anything, so don't need to be panic, because it is the season is changing, so those flu or symptoms can be normal for that. And then you can, because the always the care is the better cure. So you can protect yourself by the better protective measures, like wash your hands after 2-3 hours and wash properly. You can see the WHO guideline how to wash your hand, like to put the soaps and especially rub in between the fingers and then your palm and the back side, and then take it properly. Use a soap or any antibacterial soap, but don't use so much antibacterial soap, because we also have the normal probiotic bacteria. They can help and increase our immune system. So if we wash them and use them so much antibacterial soap, then they will kill those also germs. And naturally our when we sweat, so our body also release the RNAs enzymes, and those RNAs enzymes are helpful. They kill the virus. So use the gloves, protective measure, and the normal glove is fine. But if you are in an area which is most affected, then use the special mask which is called an N95 type of the mask to prevent it. And try to don't avoid those social meetings or big gatherings in those. And then people are working on its developing its new vaccine against it, and scientists are trying to discover the new vaccine for this. But you know that the making the vaccine is a long process. People are trying to establish it vaccine, and there are some success news are there, like people are getting success to develop some, like the vaccine for this by using its protein capsid, some particles for it. But still, even they got right now supposed success, and they found that the some vaccine agent is giving good result. They still pass need to through the different clinical trials on animals, and then on the human small setup group, and then large setup groups. So it will take like 8 to 9 months minimum to come that vaccine in to get FDA approval or come in the use for the human. So only hope is there, like this may be the this if this virus is the seasonal virus, as it happened in case of the mars or SARS, then with the change of temperature it can eliminate automatically, or it's at least its outbreak can go slow. And then the countries are taking quarantine measures. They are banning the travel bans, so they can also helpful to reduce its spread. And about diagnostics, so how we can diagnose this, so since its discovery, the China shared its genetic sequence of this virus with almost all countries, or those institutes who are working on the virology or those testing, and with the WHO. So it is available, so the companies they can develop the PCR test, RT-PCR test for this detection or diagnosis of this coronavirus. So right now, almost all countries are supplied with those type of kits. Some countries are making them their own. So anyone who has the suspect himself for anything. So what are the symptoms like? The anyone get affected with the coronavirus? The most important symptoms are like the it can appear, but it most cases, but it is not necessary for everyone. They can be different diseases also symptoms reported, but the main important is like they will get the cough, and then the flu, and then sore throat, and it can be, if there is severe attack, then that intensity can be increased, and then in that intensity increase it leads to the organ fail. So if you are getting the fever and sore throat and coughing so much and sneezing uh, without any other problem, then you must go and quarantine yourself and also go for the screening, and they will do the PCR test. And some doctors who are like in those, they can also clinically diagnose. It's not only necessary the RT-PCR, that is like for confirmation, but still the clinically can also be diagnosed that this person is suspected for coronavirus or not. So that those are the tests available, and once it got confirmed, then the treatment further can be started. So this is the so far information. Be safe and protect yourself and protect your people around you, and be responsible, so that we can win the war against this virus. Thank you.